That's a different talk altogether. If I ever do the talk on switches, that's completely different. I'd be here for hours. But I have chosen, because I identified those switches exist, I have chosen to actively seek them and to actively flip them. Somebody with a mind like mine, with that understanding and taking action, if given power and resources, can be just like the many terrible examples of humans that have come before me. I'm a good example of who should not be a leader. But then I think about it further, and I think, what does our civilization do to provide us with good leaders? What does our civilization do to identify those good leaders when they do arrive? I think that good leaders are selected and chosen for profit in this system, for money. And in that measure, too, I'm a terrible mark for a leader. I don't want your money. I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be wealthy and have toys. But that does not make me a good candidate to be it either. I understand that you would want a leader that doesn't want those things. How do we encourage the growth of leaders and identify better leaders? Now, this is a good chance for me to give you an example of how that organically fueled or organically driven works in human mind. Let me show you the pathway, the mimetic pathway this takes to come into this talk. A good example of structuring and organizing humans, not politically, but like just administratively, is given in Exodus. And now I am not one of those scholars, one of those spirit-based and ego chapter and verse scholars. But one of the benefits of those scholars is Jordan Peterson going on YouTube with Joe Rogan and talking about the original structure for leadership and how basic it was. He broke down in Exodus how God directed Moses to build the structure of organization. And it is broad, not focused. Broad, foundational, not focused and vulnerable to toppling, which is what we are built heavily on right now. Right now, we have a charismatic and controversial leader here in this country. And he is at a pinnacle, and that pinnacle has never been higher, which means it is highly vulnerable. That's how those structures work.